So here we have the Toyota CHR on a 67 plate. I'm going to start off by showing you around the outside of the car, and then we'll hop in and run through some controls on the inside. But from the outside you can see it's a 5-door car with alloy wheels and tinted windows. Let's start off inside the boot and then work our way around the rest of the car from there. So as we approach the boot, you can see we have reversing sensors, plenty of boot space as well, along with that 60/40 split folding rear seat should you wish to increase that space even further. Okay, so we're just going to work our way back round to the front of the car, and then we'll hop in and run through some controls on the inside. But now that we've done a full circle of it, you can see it's in excellent condition the whole way round. Just briefly before we climb in, I think it's well worth seeing the interior from this exterior point of view. There's plenty to run through on the dashboard, so let's hop in and we'll do that now. Okay, now that we're inside the car, we're going to start with the dials. On the right hand side with the speedometer and fuel gauge, and on the left hand side this gauge will show you when the motors are charging, when you're driving in eco mode, and when you're using the power band for the car. And we've actually done a video that shows how this works properly, which you can find both on our website and our YouTube channel as well. In the centre you can see the total miles of the car, which are 17,819. You can change the information that's displayed in that central section by using a button on the steering wheel, and you can, for example, have a digital readout for the speedometer that you see being displayed right now. If we back out to the steering wheel, on the left hand side we have stereo controls and phone controls, and on the right hand side the buttons I was using just a moment ago, along with cruise control, and the cruise control is followed along the bottom just there as well, and lane departure warning system on there too. Over in the centre we have the touchscreen for the car. So this is where you'll find your various different music settings. AM, FM radio, DAB radio for example. You've got auxiliary input, Bluetooth audio. That's an app that you can connect up to your phone, and you've got iPod and USB input as well. So plenty of ways in which you can listen to your music in this car. If we put it in reverse, you'll see we have a full colour reversing camera with guidelines showing you what direction the car is headed in relation to the image that you see on the screen. Working our way down from that, we have dual zone climate control, so you can adjust the passenger temperature, the driver temperature, the fan speed up or down from here. You can determine where you'd like the air to be distributed once it enters the vehicle. When you're happy with all of those settings, that button turns the air conditioning off in this case, or back on again. You can see it's on when that green light shows, or hit auto and the car will now maintain the temperatures you've asked for by taking full control of the fan speed for you. You can override that by readjusting the fans at any time you wish to. We've also got heated driver and passenger seats, both with 3 different heat settings each. We then have the gear lever for the fully automatic gearbox. We then have a cup holder just here. Underneath there we have the auxiliary and USB inputs. We have an electronic handbrake. This button turns off the traction control. This turns on the automatic hold function for the handbrake. And this will force the vehicle into electric mode if there's enough power. So in fact, the engine is running right now. If I give that a push, yeah, so there's not enough power, and in fact it will show you up on there, unavailable. In fact, it's now just turned it on. So we're now in the electric mode. You can see that by the symbol just there. All that leaves me to say is thank you for taking the time to watch this video. If you'd like to come and see the car in person and have a test drive, please feel free to call any of our MJA sites. We'd love to hear from you soon.